Health officials telling us it's best to celebrate the holidays this year within your bubble, as they believe we have not yet reached the peak in COVID cases they're expecting. Connecticut's COVID daily positivity rate standing at 4.7% on Wednesday. That number down from Tuesday's 6.7%, but still higher than the state's 7-day average. With the rise in COVID cases, health officials are urging travelers to stay at home for Thanksgiving or travel safely within your bubble.
Try to stay within your bubble. Limit the number of people that are going to be at the gathering. Talk to people ahead of time and set expectations for mask wearing, maintaining physical distance.
Hospital of Central Connecticut's Dr. Virginia Bullock suggests families consider celebrating holidays virtually, especially families with older individuals or those with underlying health conditions.
Many of the models predict that we have not yet hit our peak. Whether we'll hit them around Thanksgiving or between Thanksgiving and Christmas, I don't know yet.
Dr. Bullock urging those who do end up traveling this holiday to be extra cautious while driving to and from your destination.
But when you get out of your car to stop at a rest stop, to grab a bite or use the facilities, put your mask on. Get out your hand sanitizer. Wash your hands.
They're traveling by car more than any other mode of transportation because that's an environment that they can control.
We posted to our Fox 61 social media pages asking viewers, do you plan on traveling for Thanksgiving? Cole Heyman says, if so, only within Connecticut, and that's a big if right now. Colleen Tardif shares, no, got to work and having dinner with the hubby. While Sherry Hicks says, yes, staying the same state but different city. AAA says they have seen record-breaking numbers for those traveling via car for Thanksgiving over recent years, but this is the first time they expect those numbers to drop.
Gas prices and economic factors are usually the major players, but this year we're going to see the health concerns be a significant factor in people's decisions as to whether to travel or not travel.
The Connecticut Travel Advisory now lists more than 40 states. If you do travel to one of those areas listed for more than 24 hours, you're asked to quarantine for 2 weeks. In Hartford, it's Nia Maldonado, Fox 61 News.